So I've always been interested in the idea that, that there's a landscape that we see, but a landscape of human experience that's on top of that, or underneath it, it's invisible, but it's extremely vivid, and often more vivid than what you can see. So I wanted to talk to you quickly about a smartphone app called Inside Outside Battery that we launched late this fall. And probably the best thing to do is just play this video. This is just a short 2-minute promo video.
Outside the batteries. Let's go on a stroll together, up to the battery.
There was a lot of fun growing up out here when we were children. And I mean, we knew the valley and the hills here just like mountain goats.
When I was a young boy fishing, Charlie and I, of course, fished with our dad and Uncle Bob and Uncle Ern. We got up one morning and it was a misty, rainy morning, and we rode out in the Randy, got in the skiff, and took the Randy in tow, of course, and left to go to the track out to Narrow, out by Cape Spear.
Inside Outside Battery works by GPS on your phone. Interviews, features, archive recordings, new poetry and stories by award-winning authors, they all play automatically on location. The secret world of the battery.
So, I'm getting really sketched out because I'm at the top of the hill.
Well, it's not how to swim now. If you were down here when all the fishermen were here and all the boats were here, you wouldn't find something you know to swim. Probably better know how to swim if I'd drown. Since when they were sick. Well, I was first ran it all. My heart was never over, you know.
Once you have a seat for a moment or two in one of these rocks, and think about the large rock formation that we're standing on. My name's Don McKay, and I'm a poet who got himself obsessed with rocks and geology, especially rocks and
I
geology.
ran back up the path, just jumped off, and hoping he didn't see me, and hoping I could wait him out. And then I looked back up to see if this person had spotted me.
It was a good experience, I said, David Jones didn't want me, but he sent me back up again.
So what it is a GPS-triggered app that as you walk through the battery area of the city, each time you pass a location, it will trigger various sounds and stories. We have about 40 stories and sounds on installation right now. The idea is to sort of reveal the human landscape of human experience on the battery that you don't otherwise see. And they're sort of divided into kind of three sort of main elements of it. It's sort of informational. Well, first of all, I should say that it's like it's a sound only. It's a sound app. We didn't want to have something like a signboard. We didn't want to take people out of the environment. My idea was to keep people in the environment and give them the invisible layer. So instead of like having people diverted by looking at a signboard and reading text, or looking down at their smartphone and staring at a video, we wanted to keep them in the environment and just provide that extra layer, which is sound in this case. And there's sort of three main sort of areas of information, I guess you call it information stories, that this app gives you. One is historical information about the past. There's memories of people on the battery. It's kind of like about the present, I suppose. People remembering the past, they're mostly personal stories. And then there's an imaginative layer that is kind of an experiment where we commissioned several artists. Well, for example, if you, at one point you go down by the parking lot, what will trigger is Jean-Claude Roy, a well-known provincial artist, who was painting there this summer. And so he says to you, come over here and stand by the telephone pole, turn around, look in this direction, and then he tells you, describes what he sees through his eyes as he painted at that spot. So you kind of look at the place through his eyes. We commissioned a short story from Lisa Moore. So if you want to read the latest piece of Lisa Moore's fiction, you can't buy the chapters. In fact, you can't read it. You have to walk through it as you go down Schoolhouse Hill on the Battery with the main character of the story. We commissioned 2 Governor General's award-winning poets, Michel Savard and Don Mackay, and so they're part of this as well. So we kind of wanted this as a kind of a demonstration project to see what could be done with GPS. It works. It's coming up. It works. This is what you do is you go to the iTunes store, you download the app, and it comes up. Well, you download the app, and the material comes down in the download to your phone. So when you walk through the battery, you don't have to have a data connection. It doesn't drain your pocketbook that way. It just simply triggers by GPS. So reload, but this is kind of what you're seeing. This is on the Wi-Fi connection here, so maybe it's not. Oh, here. The introductory thing operates on your phone when you first download it.
Let's go on a stroll together, out to the Battery. Just hit play and walk wherever you like along Battery Road, Fort Waldegrave, and the North Head Trail. Where your eyes find rocks, water, and houses outside, your ears will find a secret world inside. Your phone knows where you are, and it'll play sounds and voices automatically. It's triggered by GPS, so don't worry, it won't eat up data charges on your phone. If you walk out of a story and the voice fades out, you can just retrace your steps, and it'll pick up from where it left off. Oh, and keep your eyes out for cars. In the secret world you're listening to, there could still be traffic.
Yes, the inside batteries in their phone, they ain't taking up to that side, Mr. Elwood.
You're going to sit.
So would you like a stick of gum?
He swerves out of the traffic. You should see the big waves out of it.
20, 30, 40,000 every goddamn day.
Softly the dog.
Yeah.
You can look, it's not always the same. It's not like a subdivision.
It's just one of those little features of the environment that makes it kind of special.
Closer and closer and closer and closer. Slamming down on the ground.
Want to know a secret?
If you don't look everywhere and every place, you won't discover the battery.
Just kind of special.
Follow me.
So that's what you get, is a little introductory thing that plays when you first download it. And as you can see, you can, there's a map, you can scroll along it, so it gives you a general idea of where you are. And each time a voice triggers, you can read who it is on the top line there. So how it works is downloads to your phone, triggered by GPS, and that's it, basically. The important thing about it is we found a way to do it, that you don't have to be a techno geek. If I can figure this out, anybody can. So if you know of communities or heritage groups or whatever who are interested in doing something like this, myself and Annie McEwen and Jake Nickel can come and do it for you, or we can show you how you can do it yourself. And